in no time, not scared of the sunshine. Walk like Blade, never behave, my right mind is left. The sky is now plunged, the red sun, all of it's now done. Screaming that red rum, bodies make hobbies. Madman, I'm sorry, never planning on stopping. The vampires unlocking, levels on levels, push on the pedal, but you can't escape. Drunk on my choice is blood served, bitch, you my pancake. Awake the clutch now, rain gear, leak from your ears, slip from the rear, peek through your shears, eyes cut up here, terror's now here, put your guns up. Silver ain't the color, cause my red dot will cross ya. Foster your roster, groom 'em, it'll cost you 1, 2, or 3 bodies they may off ya. Back as my spring, cue the murder please. Ain't no kerosene, we don't burn, we clean. Puncture wounds, paint the scene.
I've been on adrenaline, so give me the night. Back in the coffin by the morning, not afraid of the light. I'm gonna paint this town red, leaving it fright. Went from your shit, let's do it here, just one bite. I've been on adrenaline, so give me the night. Back in the coffin by the morning, not afraid of the light. I'm gonna paint this town red, leaving it fright. Went from your shit, let's do it here, just one bite. Till the sun up and I evaporate. The night is young, come on and join the dead parade. Eternity forever, don't exaggerate. One bite is all it takes to activate. You're gonna live forever, forever. You live forever, forever. You live forever, forever. So party on. You're gonna live forever, forever. You live forever, forever. You live forever, forever. So party on. Just a little taste of the plasma. Cover your neck and face like a bandana. Blood drip thick like syrup. Mouth in the fountain like slurp. Welcome to the family like church. Children of the night, welcome back to the earth. Always feed the hunger and know that the sun burns. Sleep in the day and at night we emerge. Embody the rebirth, now you're living in reverse. Vibing on adrenaline, so give me the night. Back in the coffin by the morning, not afraid of the light. I'm gonna paint this town red, leaving it fright. Went from your shit, let's do it here, just one bite. Vibing on adrenaline, so give me the night. Back in the coffin by the morning, not afraid of the light. I'm gonna paint this town red, leaving it fright. Went from your shit, let's do it here, just one bite.
Bloodstained walls from the floor to ceiling. Flay that face, call it pumpkin peeling. Save that grace, I'm so fuck your feelings. And I'll just lay away straight, constant killing on my basket case. Ready and willing in the casket race. So many boxes to fill in like the masturbate. In the blood of the feelings and the gravitate. From a hero to a villain, I'm a vampire. Fuck around and catch you by the campfire. I hate to do it, I'm a bad liar. Going through it, let it transpire. Open out, I'll lose it like a bad tire. I walk in the shadows in the valley of death. Stay amongst the like-mindeds, we're blind by the crest. Heart stopping like an axe in the chest. Keep dropping till you're nothing, or I'm all out of breath. Now who's next?
I've been on adrenaline, so give me the night. Back in the coffin by the morning, not afraid of the light. I'm gonna paint this town red, leaving it fright. Went from your shit, let's do it here, just one bite. I've been on adrenaline, so give me the night. Back in the coffin by the morning, not afraid of the light. I'm gonna paint this town red, leaving it fright. Went from your shit, let's do it here, just one bite.
Sorry for the inconvenience. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stay tuned for your regular broadcast program to resume. For now, here is a word from our sponsors. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am founder and chief executive director of operations here at The Good Hands People. I thought I would take a moment while your program series is experiencing convenient and completely unavoidable delays to its schedule to have a conversation with you, on a level basis, eye to eye, kind of structured method of communication. There seem to be many who do not understand exactly what the angle of our company's driving reason and purpose is here. Let me ask you folks, how many of you have seen the movie, A Beautiful Mind? It was a movie about a man with this spectacular talent that came as a side effect of a horrible accident. The man had a gift that enabled him to look at an entire front page of the newspaper or fast read a novel, somehow seeing highlighted sections that would stand out only so he could see it and piece it together to create the most complex algorithms and decode encrypted transmissions just by glancing at them. He rose to become a prestigious college professor and also secretly assisted the NSA intelligence agency occasionally in deciphering hidden Russian plans and such. He was just that gifted. It was like the secrets of the very universe were like an open book to him. However, this wasn't a gift he was given at all. It turns out that this ability of his was caused by pressure building up within his brain, similar in principle to someone pressing their finger against their eyeball for a moment and the visual effects it causes for a moment. The movie ended quite sadly, of course, but my point is that of comparative scenarios. You see, I too suffer a similar gift. Though I don't see algorithms in newspapers, I have had experiences with highlighted sections of letters and words stand out brighter than others. Though medically, they explain this away as neural damage. My experience is more spiritual and religious than cloak and dagger spy games type events. I could choose to believe the scientific explanation for all this and chuck it up to me experiencing and facing the same fate as the character in that movie, which I am. But that is not the case here, and I do not believe what I have experienced is strictly medically induced illusions, mainly because it is more than something that I just see. I feel, and am drawn towards this path I am on. However, medically we can explain how I was led to accomplish something and how it empowered me, making me capable of eventually achieving my role as the emergence theory's subjective observer constant, one who was made capable of materializing and controlling the very fabrics of particle energy itself, thus achieving my destiny as the son of the morning star and the vessel through which the light of existence began from. But those are just technical jargon used to explain a very complex journey and series of actions. That is all, not to be used to dismiss it as a random and completely unintentional situation that could not have been by someone's intelligent design. Mainly due to the fact that these things I claim here have been foretold to be synonymous with my title as Lucifer, and been passed along as a legend that was a part of his descriptive titles for millennia. So there is nothing that supports the dismissal of this beautiful mind similarity that coincides and made it possible for me to achieve what I had. There are no statistical probabilities that can repeat this exact and precise chain of events that I have done and still have yet to do. So please, for the sake of others, if not at least yourself, if you still wish to doubt what I say, then please do so in your own bubble and leave me to my own affairs. Regardless of your justified convictions and doubts or whatever, try to remember, because I am not given such a luxury of being able to do so. In the end, no matter what, whether it is true or not makes no difference to the fact that it will kill me at some point. There is no avoiding, or faking, or manipulating my way around that. Just remember, these videos on this channel are more than just my skills and talent. In my situation, they are all that will be left of me, my chance to make a difference in this world we live in. Shaming and talking falsely about me behind my back to others only makes this man's already sad and painful fate that much more painful. If you don't believe what I say, then just walk away, turn my video off and carry on with your day. However, those who believe in what I'm saying and have faith in my intentions towards my goals I seek, let us continue our journey and find that which we each are seeking along this path. Thank you, from Incorporated, the Good Hands people. And if you drop your marijuana in lava, please, don't bother to pick it up. Excelsior. Oh, damn, that's Stan Lee's line. Okay, cut.
When you want somebody gone and you don't want to wait too long, call the immediate murder professionals. Hand grenade or cyanide will make it look like suicide. The immediate murder professionals. We do our job so well because we come straight up from hell. We'll kill your husband or your wife, we'll even let you keep the knife. We're the immediate murder professionals.
You know, I thought about something. For ages the position of my order has always passed along the conquered achievements of their era and passed them along to the devil they select for the next era. Then I realized I don't have one cause. I never looked at my allies that way.
Hey, this is me, Barry. Remember what you taught us? Think before you act.
So I should at least begin a dictation on the qualities I shall seek to find the devil, the persona of sin, for the next age to come after us, if there is one.
Yeah, that's not not exactly how it works, ladies. Sorry, your fire doesn't really hurt us, but I mean, I could fake it if that'll get your dick hard.
So first thing I will look for is a guy who can imitate the role and be detached from temptation when in character. Someone who can project a first impression that others are able to sense who he is without having to say a word to him. Yet at the same time remain emotionally bland. Also he will have to have someone with a genuine interest in the details of evil, and be at least partially mentally stable. He also must have an eye for opportunity and can adapt in constantly changing social settings. One last thing is he must be a rebellious spirit. He naturally dares the system and status quo, or at least is compelled to stand up for the innocent against those who try to dominate over others.
No matter what happens to me, I will never be far away from my special little starfire. It always feels more quiet in the dark. It always feels so stark. How silence grows under the moon. Constellations gone so soon. And if the 7 rings collapse, although the day could be my last, you will be okay. When I'm gone, you'll be okay. And when creation goes to die, you can find me in the sky upon the lost day, and you will be okay.
You slept with an imp, and now I'm fucking.
The rest I can shape him into. Oh yes. I plan on haunting the shit out of whoever this is. They'll probably dub him an Antichrist, which can be subtext and split into so many different definitions just by his title as the son of the devil. If you want to see it from an angelic perspective, Satan, though the concept is reference to a fallen angel but nonetheless still an angel, meaning he's anatomically correct and ill-equipped to have a child, so therefore a son of such beings usually were a reference to a protege or acolyte that has personally been trained by the individual, but because we are talking about me, who defies all boundaries and barriers just to linger on the edge of understanding to all who see him, then most likely out of defiance, he probably found a way around that. Which of course I did.
Lions.
I'm not just his hellhound.
Yeah, she's my daughter.
Only on paper.
To birth an angelic, half-human half-angel is a very consensual deed. It takes pre-planning and finesse with a precision in vitro technique that cannot be rushed. Not only was the conception a rushed scenario, but it was never intended by me. You see, to plant the seed of light within a mortal, you must take a fabric of the light of an angel's grace and phase through all the layers of skin and muscle to reach the womb, pass through the egg layers and plant the light within the egg. Then you must retract your wing back out, all without disturbing the structure of the particle of your luminous being and causing it to fall apart, while also being sure not to disturb the egg within the womb while entering and exiting it. This is the most an angel can experience when it comes to child rearing. There is no sexual act required.
Happy adoption anniversary, Looney. I got you a little something.
Is it a cure for syphilis?
This can also apply to angels having children with other angels. If an angel does the same process but instead of the womb, places the light within the junction found at the center of their luminescence where the wings join with their body, and if the other angel accepts the gift of light and nurtures it within, coating and protecting it with its grace and light, then the angel will transition into an octoed state that may appear looking like a precious gemstone until the angel within it develops. Then the bearer of the light born must approach the octoed once it begins to shimmer with what will look like a small wisp, like fairy inside the gemstone, glittering to catch your attention until someone gets him out. The light bearer must draw upon his light that was planted within to guide the child out by its own means. This angel child will possess the fused aspects of both angels and require a plentiful source of light to consume when they first emerge. For example, let us say the angel of honor had a light born, child with the angel of love, then the child would be, by default, an angel of fortitude, or of mercy, or of forgiveness, or another aspect that is caused by the emotions of both honor and love. These children are not capable of becoming a sinful-based angel, though for sin and virtue are competitive aspects, and the two fundamental foundations of the angel would immediately begin to tear itself apart, in conflict. They must be either two aspects of good or evil, never both, or it will not work. I never got to elaborate on this topic last time it was discussed many eons ago.
What?
Why, hello, my big dick Blitzy.
What the fuck?
Dad!
Language, everyone!
The positive implications of this are bountiful. Not only does it provide a natural way to increase the angelic principalities, but it also provides a way for both parents to increase their understanding of their own principal aspects. For a parent must find a way to reach their child to keep them safe and teach them what they need to know to survive in the world around them. The parent always grows with the child. They are not just simply born when the child is. Parents must learn how to be parents as the child grows, teaching them the mistakes we learn and how to avoid them, how to recognize right from wrong, social skills needed to interact with others properly, even down to using the most basic of empathic skills in order to bridge a basic understanding of communicating without words, using whatever sensory skills the child relies on to lead them towards learning the basic functions, like moving limbs, how to utilize their limbs for walking or grabbing. Using the same techniques we use to empathically sense an animal's skills and traits can be used on the light-born children to guide them towards becoming self-sustaining. That is the first phase. The next is helping the child begin to understand itself, what it is and its fundamental aspects that it is aligned and born from, and one day explain that this fundamental aspect of them gives them both the gift and the responsibility of protecting and watching over that fundamental foundation within creation.
You used to cry such tears of joy at this show. Oh no.
I hate that fucking clown.
No other being will have a close connection and understanding to that aspect as they do, except God and those He has made capable, of course. However, once again, I strayed off the intended topic, into the forbidden patch for others, but I was given the command to help them understand how to procreate their seed so they may multiply and be plentiful. So I did. To understand this, I would have to go into detail what occurred with me after Adam and Eve's exile from the garden. Since the true instigator of the garden was caught, after all the events of God sending them to toil the land for food and all, He then turned to me and said, "Now Lucifer, what I need you to do next is to go with the angels of the Lamentations. These are the ones who shall one day guide mankind to write the scriptures. Go with them and help them design the fundamentals of sin. This is one of the foundations you were created for. For you have the natural ability to have insight on the sins and evil nature within man's heart. You can know things about the nature of evil that others do not. The purpose for this is to build the foundations of what will become the tree of knowledge between good and evil. Be careful though, Lucifer, and do not fall victim to the lure of sin, especially vanity, for pride is your destined catalyst that will lead you towards your fall from my side, from where I will be forced to cast you into the place that is furthest from my presence. Now go and help them with their efforts towards making my gift of free will to mankind prosper and be bountiful, for you are also known for this affinity towards evil as the father of sin, for you will help lay down its roots here for all to one day come and learn from." And then he told me that I would be working alongside the angel of temperance, who was given the task of outlining the virtues of good so that the righteous would have a beacon from which to discern the two and choose their path through the accumulated wisdom they will pass on to generation after generation.
Remind you about possibly life's greatest joy of all.
Now one last topic I wish to address has to do with Sir Isaac Newton. It is more of an opinion on the cause of Newton's odd behavior. In the medieval era, from what I understand, the chapter of Revelation was written by many different scribes, but they each were guided by the spirit of John the Baptist, who had come to earth to impart his vision of the coming end of days. The priests and scribes knew of this and tried to translate his message as best they could.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my god!
Get a hold of yourself, Colin, and do not use the Lord's name in vain!
Considering the time frame and rejuvenation process necessary to build up enough astral energy to incarnate into a mortal body, it is in my opinion that Isaac Newton was the spirit of John the Baptist that was communing with the church to write the chapter of Revelation, and that during that scenario he accidentally became snagged and reincarnated, obviously unintentional due to Sir Isaac Newton's erratic behavior that, when compared to this possible scenario, portrays a man who was haunted into obsession for work that was unfinished abruptly due to his reincarnation, and that is the drive of what and why he was so nervous and cautious with who he brought in to know the secrets embedded within his works.
I'm afraid you can't re-enter heaven. Yeah, no. What? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anyway, sorry guys, but those are the rules. Yeah. Bye!
Do it again, over. Laying down one night, heard Papa tell Mama. Heard Papa tell Mama, let that boy boogie. Hey, the enemy, and you got to come out. I felt so good. Went on boogie just the same. Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down off of your feet.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. I love the way you walk, and I love the way you talk. When you walk that walk, and you talk that talk, you knocks me out off of my feet. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. How, 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 how. How, 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 how. Hey, hey. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. I love the way you walk. I love the way you talk. When you walk that walk and you talk that talk, you knocks me out off my feet. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down off of your feet. How, 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 how. Hey, hey.
Oh my crumbles. A genuine Carmine-crafted blessing-tipped rifle. How in the fuck did he get one of these?
Why don't you ask me, little dude?
Shit! Why do you have this, mister? You are aware this kind of weapon can kill.
Demon royalty.
Yes, that.
No shit. That's kind of the point.
Okay, while I'm relatively concerned by your possession of this, I'm also glad my instant dislike of you has been validated.
Pathetic.
Oh, you like that thing?
Yes! I don't really know what that thing is, but I want that thing!
Better not. I want this cheating prick dead. I don't care who you have to go through. Make it happen!
I'll get him next time.